Welcome back to Good Day Atlanta. It's 9:12 now, and she's a pop superstar who's planning to say goodbye to music in order to focus on family. And speaking of her family, her famous last name makes her instantly recognizable. Tamar Braxton joins me now with more on her new album, her family, and her crazy, busy life, to say the least. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Hey, we're happy to have you back with us here on Good Day.
Glad to be back.
Okay, there's some big news out about you deciding to quit music to focus on your family. So what led you to make this decision?
Well, I didn't say I was going to quit music. I said this was my last album.
Okay, you're right. That is a difference.
It's a difference. Okay. I just said that because, my husband and I work very closely together, and not only is he my manager, he's my husband, he's my baby daddy, and there's a lot of things to discuss and a lot of things to disagree about. And if I can alleviate some of that pressure, then, that's what I'm going to do.
That's a big step.
Yeah,
to
absolutely.
Decide to do that.
Yeah, well,
it's a sacrifice.
I mean, everything is a sacrifice, but you have to be real with yourself, and you can't lose your way, you know what I mean? And you have to have your feet planting on solid ground, and that's my choice.
I think it's really neat that you're doing that for many reasons. One being the fact that, being on reality TV shows, everybody thinks that they know you to the core.
God.
We see, and it's probably, not always easy to just put it all out there like that, is it?
Well, it's easy for me, only because I'm a little outspoken. I'm outspoken. Yeah. However, I choose to be a good person. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And before the reality TV started, I didn't know that I gave this much unsolicited advice to my sisters. Now
you
I kind of scaled that back a little bit.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah. So I am the same exact person on television, but at the end of the day, I still have a good time with my friends. I kind of keep it drama free. I know it's hard for people to believe, but I do.
Yeah.
And I'm really all about family, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, and speaking of family, what is it like being a part of the Braxton family? Everybody knows who you are, because of that. So what are some of the challenges and I guess the good parts about that?
The good part about it all is that we're all here for each other. And what you might see on TV, it is real. The arguments are real, but they're just pure family arguments. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, we're close and thick as thieves.
Yeah. I love that. And during the break, we were talking about your son, too. I wish we had a picture to show. You said he's 4.
He's 4.
He brings home crud from school.
Yes, he keeps me ill. But he's amazing. He's the best thing that ever happened to me.
Wow.
And this is the whole reason behind me saying I'm gonna, this is my last album, because I want to be there for him as well. I don't want to miss everything.
Yeah. Well, speaking of that album, it's called Bluebird of Happiness.
Yes.
It's out this Friday.
Yes.
So what can we expect? What's the sound like for this album?
Well, I have to be honest and tell you this is my best work yet. And I'm comfortable saying this is my last album because it's my best work yet.
Okay.
It's R&B. It's a lot of real heartfelt relationship songs, but not a relationship with somebody else, a relationship with yourself and finding yourself.
Wow.
And that's why it's called the Bluebird of Happiness, because I look at myself as the blue bird, and I'm looking for happiness, and I finally found it.
Yeah. So you're saying that it has a message that rings true for you. You got to sometimes look inward.
You have to look inward. A lot of things happened to me that wasn't so positive last year, and I found myself on a search for my happiness and to find myself. I thought that I knew myself, but when things started to look like they were crumbling, I didn't see them as a step forward. But the only time you can see that is when you know yourself and you're centered and you're comfortable with yourself. Yeah. So I had to really grow up and become the Tamar that you see today.
Now we have the opportunity to see you performing live. You are going to be with 2 really big names touring. Who are you going to be with? I'm
so excited that I am on the Great Xscape tour with my friends Xscape and Monica.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys have a show too here in Atlanta.
Here at the Phillips Arena on New Year's Eve. I would get my tickets now because it's almost sold out, kids. So
you heard it here.
I don't have any tickets. Don't DM me. Go to Ticketmaster and get your life.
That is so funny. It's happened. I want to ask you one more thing. How are you able to balance everything? You talk about your son Logan. You have the show. You have a record label. You have family. So much going on. How do you manage it all?
Well, I just equate it to you make time to do things you want to do. I want to be home with my son. I want him to see his mother grow up to be an entrepreneur and to get a sense of what kind of woman he wants to have in his life when he grows up. I want to sing. I like to do concerts, and that's what I'm doing. I'm not retired. I'm going on tour, boys and girls.
Yes.
And I love my family. And so, you know, and I love to, you know, give people opportunities and create shows, and that's why I'm a television producer as well.
The beautiful and talented Tamar Braxton.
Thank you so
for
much.
Coming in today.
Thank you.
Pleasure to have you here. Tamar's new album, Bluebird of Happiness, drops this Friday. Her tour with Xscape and Monica comes to Phillips Arena December 31st. So for more on her many projects, you can use the Fox 5 Atlanta app or go to fox5atlanta.com. Just look for the viewer information story. And with that, let's get you caught up